Lovely people of the LTS family. Again, a very, very good morning wherever you are watching us from. I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is at LTS or at SN Njenga, and you will be able to find our videos that we've been uploading in the past season. And this day, again, I bring you a school of thought. And before you sign any agreement, before you sign any contract, before you sign any form of document that ties or binds you to any party, could it be with an employer and employee, or could it be an agreement for whatever form it is, a business transaction, I want to encourage you to do one thing. Don't just sign it. Don't just sign it. Make sure you read every single clause in that document or in that agreement, whether it is a contract. Go ahead and read it, whether it is an agreement, whether it is a concession, whatever it is. Make sure that you read every single clause before you are quick to pen down and put or append your signature. I wish to submit to you that many people at the height of an emotional excitement just quickly sign contracts and they're done. Whether it's an offer letter, they just quickly sign it with a lot of excitement that they've received the offer letter. Boom, chapter closed. They submit it, they are hired, and they start working. On the contrary, it is very, very important that you know what that contract stipulates. You know the terms and agreements about that contract. Most people only focus on their basic salary and that's it. If they see that the salary is okay and the contract has 10 other pages, they will look 1, 2, 3, whatever they feel is really relevant, and that's it. They will end up assuming that the contract is okay, they got what they wanted at the minimum basic, and that's it. They move on, sign the contract, submit it, and they are hired. Now, it becomes of a great concern when you are already hired. Then you realize that some of the compensation and benefits that are entitled to you, they are not forthcoming. When you now start to question and ask, they will always tell you, refer to your contract. Refer to your contract. It's then that you realize all that information was very much present and alive in your contract, but because of the hype of signing the contract of a new job agreement, you end up missing very critical clauses that affect your compensation and benefits, or even your security of tenure, or even the duration of your contract. And that is the time that the rain will start beating you. Why? Because a contract is a binding document and you need to comply and you need to agree with it, also with the terms and conditions of the termination of that contract. For example, if the contract stipulates that prior to you ending that contract, you need to give a notice period of whatever duration, you need to know what is that notice period prior to you starting that form of employment. For example, there's some contract that stipulates that the notice period is 1 month. Some job role stipulates that that notice period is either 2 months, and sometimes it's even 3 months. But now, assuming you signed a contract and you're not even sure what is the terms and condition of your notice period, and maybe you've been working in a company for 1 year, 2 years, or even 3 years, 4 years, and it comes a time that probably you now want to probably look for another job, or you got another job and you need now to make an exit. You give the job 1 month and they say, no, your notice period is supposed to be 3 months. That is when reality starts to strike, because these are the clauses that you assumed during your signing in of the contract, and they were not very much clear to you because you were at the hype of just being excited to sign in a contract and go ahead and get employed. So I wish to bring to your attention, irrespective of what contract, what document, what agreement it is, take time and read every single clause. It doesn't matter whether the number of pages is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20. No, it depends with the magnitude of your engagement. But nevertheless, make sure that you read every single clause and you understand every single part of that contract or that agreement, so that when you start with a very clear conviction that you know what's in it for you. We have had situations, we have encountered experiences whereby people sign contracts and then they come to realize that the terms and conditions in that contract as they signed against the reality on the ground after they have been hired, it's almost like day and night. So for future, for anyone who seeks to be employed, or for anyone who signs a contract, irrespective of what contract it is, whether it's work contract, whether it's even a marriage contract, whether it's even a business contract, whether it is a concession contract, whatever kind of contract it is, it's very, very important that you are not in a rush to sign any document if you have not understood or read in between the lines to know what exactly that document binds you to. And forget about even the contract. Even the day-to-day agreements or day-to-day transactions whereby you're supposed to sign, it's important. Don't just sign. Read everything and understand. And if you need time to go through that document to have a verification of what exactly it entails, go ahead and do it. Because once you sign, you commit yourself to it, that you understand and you agree with the terms and conditions that have been stipulated in that document that you are signing. So I wish to advise all the colleagues, mostly all the new joiners or people who are starting in a new company. It's very, very critical, and it's very, very important that in as much as you are excited to start a new job, don't let the excitement cloud your judgment and you sign contracts quickly and you send them back without having a clear understanding of exactly what each contract entails and what each clause binds you to. So from us, another beautiful day here in the part of this world. I want to wish you all the best, and remember, ties that bind. If you're not careful, you will bind yourself to some contracts. Then you end up becoming the slave to that contract because you agreed to the terms and condition blindly without getting to read every single clause that is in every single contract or agreement, whatever document it is. Make sure before you penning down your signature, before you append any of your commitment to it, you have a very clear understanding what you are getting yourself into. So don't just jump into any job, any form of engagement without a signed contract. Many people make that mistake. You just start a job without any contract in the hope that you will sign the contract once you start. But that is a very grievous mistake that many people make, and they end up into lives of uncertainties and days with an uncertainty in that company or that industry. So from us, as we always say, thank you for joining us on LTS Road Edition. Be safe, be kind, God bless. And at the end of the day, don't sign if you're not sure what's written in that contract.